morning, dear children. Today we are going to start the new lesson, lesson 12, health and environment. Remember, dear children, when our environment and surrounding is neat and clean, so our health also will be good. And if our surrounding is not neat and clean, what happens? We always get sick and ill. So that's what in this lesson we are going to learn today. So let's go now. So ancient Romans used to say, healthy mind in a healthy body, which means if we have a healthy body, our mind will be in peace of mind. Or else, if our body is not in a proper healthy, so we always feel difficulty. We cannot think anything more than clear. But it is also very true to say today, healthy life in a healthy environment. Of course, healthy life. If you want to have a healthy life in your life, so what you supposed to do? We should be in a healthy environment. How we get a healthy environment? There are many reasons, many examples we can say. But in this lesson, we will see 2-3 examples that will give us more. And if we change them, what happens? We will have a healthy life. So here, if you live in an unhealthy environment, you are sure to get sick. If you are living in an unhealthy environment, if your surrounding is not neat and clean, what happens? We will get sick. So here we have diarrhea is caused by impure water. If you are drinking impure water, which means dirty water, what happens? We'll get diarrhea or different sickness you will get it. So these days if we are drinking different impure water, what happens? Different sickness we get. Clear? So what supposed to do? We should drink pure water. Clear? So here asthma is caused breathing problem caused mainly by a polluted air. Mostly we in everywhere surrounding we have lot of vehicles, bike, car, rather many vehicles we have. So in all the vehicles are giving lot of polluted air, smoke. So if we breathe that smoke, we get asthma, which means breathing problem we have. So what we supposed to do? So we supposed to cover mask and go, or else try to avoid going those areas where more pollution is there. Try to avoid more going there polluted areas. Clear? So your home must be neat and tidy is very important, dear children. Where we are outside, live about outside, but at least in your home you should be neat and tidy. Tidy means neat and clean. Wherever you are, don't drop here and there the waste papers, chocolate wrappers. At least those garbages, throw it in the dustbins. There are many dustbins. Okay, we will see about the dustbins. Clear? Throw it and keep it neat and clean. At least your personal room. All waste must be collected in a bin and disposed of properly and regularly. We should not keep it in storage. You cannot store all the garbages. What happens? If you store all the garbages, it will start stinking, smelling it with it. With that smell, you will get sickness. So we should deposit everything regularly. And if not, bacteria can accumulate and cause diseases. As I said, bacteria. That's what when bacteria is collected, when the bacteria starts coming, you will get more smell, stinking will be there. Try to avoid that. Clear? And kitchen waste may be used in proper composite for kitchen plants or deposited in the municipality waste bins. So kitchen we will have two types of. One is dried waste and wet waste. So that we should separate it. Dried waste, sometimes that mud will be there. Dried waste and something we have to separate it. And we have to throw it in the, we have two bins, right? Blue and green. So those dustbins you have to use properly. That we will see it here. Clear? See here, compulsion against the rules. Throwing them on the roads or into the neighbor's compound is against rule of hygiene and decency. We cannot throw it. If we throw it in other houses, compound, what happens? They will be getting sickness. So we should not throw that. We are a human being. We should think about others' healthy situation also. Clear? If we are healthy, if our surrounding is healthy, we will also be healthy. Think in that way. And dirty water from homes, schools, and the offices may be channelized underground properly. So these days, the factories, schools, and homes, they are wasting a lot of water, dirty waters. So what we supposed to do? That water should not come to the road. That should be in the underground, channelized means through pipe can be collected together. That can be thrown, channelized to somewhere where people are not living. In that area, we have to channelize, or so that we will be in a healthy condition, right? So factory waste should not be dumped into the rivers and the lakes. Remember, factory waste should not be dumped into rivers and lakes as it pollutes water and the environment. Yes, dear children, those waters, some areas, people are drinking that river water. Clear? If you channelize, if you throw all the factory water into that river, what will happen? Those people will get sickness. You might have seen a lot of movies. They show. Clear? The factory water may get the people sickness more. So we should not be like that. So those things should be, water, polluted water should be thrown where people are not living. So those areas we should find out. Okay? And the next one, the municipalities and panchayat have devised methods of collecting waste area wise. So we have now already. We are doing. You can see in the surrounding. You can see all the waste. People are coming and collecting it every day. So those things we have to follow. Here in some big cities, they have colored garbage bins. I was telling in the beginning of the lesson. Colored garbage bins, dried bin, and compost dust and decompose. So we should differentiate. If you want to say in a clear way, the plastic garbage we should separate it. So that cannot be thrown in. We should burn them. That if you throw it in the if you dig it and throw it in the earth, that will not decompose it. So what we supposed to do, that we should burn it. Those garbage we have to separate it, right? So here you can see that about the dustbins here. Green garbage bins are for waste that would easily mix with the soil. This is what I was telling here. Green garbage bins are for waste that would easily mix with the soil. The waste can become for agriculture, manure for agriculture. Those green garbage, that will mix with easily in the soil. When it mix easily to the soil, so that can be used for agriculture purpose, right? So blue colored bins are for waste that do not decompose. I was telling you before that blue colored bins that will not decompose. Those things we are supposed to. These are harmful for the environment. That will be harmful for the environment. Like you can see, chocolate wrappers, plastic. All these things are. It will not decompose. We should burn it. When it burns, that will decompose. That's what we have to throw it. Clear? So I hope you understand that we have to follow it at home. That you have to follow it at home. And if you don't follow it, at least from today onwards follow it. Right? So you go for outing and picnics with your parents. Sometimes the school organize class picnics. You should mostly carry eatables. Of course, whenever you get a chance to go for a picnic, what do? Your parents will pack you more snacks, food, everything they pack it. Why? Because on the way you can eat and go. Right? So if you throw here and there the polythene bags containing remaining of eatables, it pollutes the environment. Of course, what do? We don't even think about it. We open the chocolate wrapper and we eat the chocolate, and immediately we don't even think about the wrappers. What will happen if you throw here and there? So we simply throw it. What happens? It pollutes the environment. What happens when the environment pollutes? It gets, the people will get sickness because of you, because of you, or because of us. Others should not be disturbed, right? Because of us, others should not get unhealthy. They should be healthy. Clear? So what we supposed to hear, it pollutes the environment as I was telling you, right? The ice cream cups, the food wrapping extra. When we are after eating ice cream cups, what we do? Just throw it here. Don't do it. See where the dustbins are kept. There, go and throw it. And if you don't find the dustbin, please ask the people around you. They will tell you where the dustbins are kept. Or else, if it is not there, please tell them to keep dustbin. Right? Such garbage must be gathered and deposited in the bins. Cleaning up after a picnic is a habit you should develop. So after going to the picnic, what are you supposed to do? We should clean up everything. So why? Because so that people one who comes after you, they will use it. They will use it. So what we supposed to do? We supposed to clean wherever we go. You use it wherever you want to use it. And after using, we should clean and come. Leave the space for the next person. Clear? Smoking is indeed a bad habit. It is also bad for those who stand nearby. Of course, dear children, I wanted to say, please don't smoke. And if you see anybody is smoking, please come away, get away from them. Don't stand nearby. Why? Because those are smoking, and they will be their lungs will be spoiled very soon. And as well as those are inhaling that smoke, they will get more. So please don't stand where people are smoking. That's what here they say. Smoking is indeed a bad habit. Of course, everybody knows it is a bad habit. It is also bad for those who stand nearby. It will affect them also. Don't think that smoking will affect only the person. No. It will affect those who are standing nearby also. And it affects the lungs adversely. If their lungs will be spoiled, you can see a lot of advertisement. Please. It creates a fuel smell in the mouth. You can see this like a stinking in their mouth, smoking. But people do that. The lungs of the cigarette smoker look like a back end. Those are smoking, their mouth will be stinking like anything, and their lungs will be like anything. Handkerchief. Ultimately, the smoker's lungs stop functioning, and the patient gasps for breath and it dies. Remember, dear children, those who are smoking, they will get very less lifespan. Our lungs is very important for our body. It plays a very good role. It purifies the air and sends to the body. And if you smoke, it affects our lung. When it affects our lungs, so we will get breathing problem. When we have breathing problem, we will die very soon. So only for the smoking, we think that, yeah, of course, it will kill us. Clear? So to be healthy, never use tobacco and its products. Tobacco, right? People are mostly using. Please, if you find anybody is using your family and your friends, please tell them, advise them, your neighbors, not to use tobacco and cigarettes. Clear? So say no to tobacco and no to smoking. So when we say no to smoking and tobacco, we will live a long life. So remember these things, dear friends. In this lesson, we have learned very good lessons for our life also. You don't think this lesson is only for the lesson. No, it is for life. What we learned, we should separate garbages, composing garbage and decomposing garbage. So when our surrounding, our environment is neat and clean, we will live along. One thing. So what we are supposed to do for that? We should separate the garbage. Composite garbage, decomposing garbage. Simple way I say, plastic things you separate separately. Then you burn it when people are not there. Clear? And second one is say no to tobacco and smoking. Smoking, where people are smoking, please don't be there. Come away from them, because those one who's smoking, he will also be affected, and one who's standing nearby, he will also be affected. Clear? Get away from them and say no to tobacco and its products. So whatever it is, please advise your family members, tell them, suggest them, request them not to use tobacco and smoke. So when we follow all these guidelines, so we will have a healthy life. So I hope you understood and you will follow all these things. Thank you, dear children, and have a nice day.